Okay, so today's video on social anxiety. I wanted to bring awareness to social anxiety. You're here because you cannot get over the hump of social anxiety. Don't get frustrated with that information that you can't get over the hump. Use it as motivation and more drive to get over that hump. Here are some tips. Take action on the conversation you want to have and come upon. Because to start, anxiety is all in your head. Your head creates your reality, if you didn't know. So everything you're tripping about, everything that you're overthinking is in your head to start. Once you take action of the conversation you want, I know it's the hardest part. It's the part that your brain is fighting that you don't do. But you got to take action and actually do it. You got to actually have the conversation. And then once you get in the position of these uncomfortable situations, your body would start to become used to these type of conversations. Your brain will often give you a negative thought and a positive thought. Always go with the positive thought that's adding value to the situation, because your brain always throws out random ideas at you or random decisions you should make at you. Always go with the one that adds value. Just block out the negative ones, because sometimes our conscious throws out things that doesn't make sense, but it's because our brain is constantly wandering and it's constantly just a machine that's just throwing thoughts at us. That's why we're having so many random thoughts during the day, because we're conscious. We're taking in every second we're here. Another thing, don't allow your anxiety to spike up when a person says something that you weren't expecting or something happened in a moment that you weren't expecting. Because sometimes our anxiety can spike up to things we weren't expecting or aren't used to. Just remember that you have control over your body and you're conscious, and stay calm and just respond. Take the time to respond with the right thought. Because social anxiety is causing problems so many places in your life, and it could take an effect on where you're going in the future. So use this as drive to get yourself out there, to have those conversations you're seeking. Don't miss the moments. It's okay if you stutter on your words. It's okay if, your heart racing because your brain is racing, but you're in the action of doing it. First, get to the action of doing it. Then, take your time. Use ways to ease your mind while you're having conversations. Maybe let the other person talk more. Be more on the listening side and just chime in when you want to chime in. You can make it hard on yourself just thinking you got to be perfect in conversation. Conversations are all about flow. Conversations are you speak, you listen. You listen, they speak. But you must be confident in the things you are saying and the things you are receiving. And take the information and give out information. Just add value to the conversation. But it starts with getting yourself out there to the conversation. I remember, times I'll be tripping. I really wanted to do this video because it was times I had anxiety and was tripping on a conversation I wanted to have, or, couldn't do my fullest potential to the conversation because maybe I was overthinking on something, or I was just going through a moment of anxiety attack. But dog, it's all in your head, bro. It's all in your head. It's not really as real as it seems. It's just a conversation. And once you realize it's just a conversation, that's gonna, do something to the moment as far as, overcome the feeling of overthinking or just, oh, that wasn't so hard, you'll be okay. So just take action and seek the drive to overcome the problem you're having. That's how you fix your problems in life. You don't fix your problems by staying in the stuck phase of, okay, this is the hard part. I'm going to just sit here and not have the conversation, because it's almost like falling down and not getting up. If you fall down, you're going to get up, right? I know some people who weak-minded who won't. But that's what I'm here for. I'm here to make you stronger. I'm here to, tell you to get up. So, if it's a conversation you seeking out there in the world, just go for it. Just go for it, because you can overthink a lot. You can overthink a lot. This is just more than just conversations. You can overthink a lot in your life that's just preventing you to do actions. No, we have to take action. Like, it's not enough time to just sit on so many things that come our way. It's maybe a person we like out there that we just be like, okay, I'm gonna hold it off to the right moment. Dog, there is no right moment. I obviously make sure it's mutual in some way. If you can't get the confirmation, just make the approach. Just make the approach to the person you like. You may have the butterflies or whatever, but once you get used to the getting in the flow of talking to people, the butterflies go. You want to be a people's person. Even if you're not a people's person, you want to just be able to communicate for yourself and your vessel, so people get an understanding of where you're coming from, or just overall that you can communicate. Because you don't want to be the person that's a good person but just cannot communicate for themselves, and just allowing their anxiety to get the best of them. Because you could come off as weak, even though you're not weak and you have it in you. You can get mistaken for weak. But I'm here to say, just take action. I hope this video helped. Subscribe, like. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute.